Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is your English teacher from At-Tamayuz Model School for Boys. Welcome back, my dear students, and let's continue our lessons from Unit 7. As usual, we have to know the title of this unit, Power the Alternatives. And in this video, inshallah, we are going to study Lesson 6. So let's get started. In this video, you are going to practice more about if0, if1, the second conditional if, and you are also going to study about or to practice more exercises about heavy or strong. So let's get started. Prepare your workbook, page 54. The first exercise that we have today, of course, it's about if conditional 2 or the second conditional if. As you know, we studied before that if 2, we have two parts, of course. The first part is about past simple, and the second part is would plus infinitive. Past simple and would plus infinitive. Be careful, when we use past simple, we always use were, not was. We use were, if I were you, if I were a teacher, if I were a doctor, and so on. So let's get started. Here, let's remember together, we have three forms of if conditional: 0, first, and second. Concentrate on the last one, the second, because it's about our exercise or about this exercise now. If past simple and would plus infinitive. Complete the sentences with the correct form of the verb in brackets. If I am thirsty, I drink water. Of course, this is 0 conditional. If I am thirsty, I drink water. So this is about 0 condition. The second, or we have A, B, C until G. You have to think about the answers. I'll be back in half a minute. Okay, the first one, turn the air conditioning up. Turn up. Turn up. It's present simple. Turn up the air conditioner if you too hot. Of course, we are talking about a present situation. So if you are too hot. Verb to be, it can be am, is, and are. Am, is, are. So I can say if you am, or if you is, or if you are excellent, if you are too hot. Sentence B, if she's hungry, she is, it's a present simple. She eat a sandwich, or she will eat a sandwich, or she would eat a sandwich. What do you think? Of course, it's a fact. When we feel hungry, we eat something. So she eats. Be careful. In present simple, we add s when we talk about he, she, or it. He eats, she eats, or it eats. Sentence C. If you tired, go to bed. We already answered something like that. Verb to be, of course, we have three forms: am, is, and are. You are, you is, or you am. Who can tell me? Of course, you are. If you are tired, go to bed. Sentence D. If he traveled to Kuwait, he will visit the Great Mosque. Be careful, we are talking about will. If we have will here, we should use present simple in the beginning. So the present simple of travel with this subject he, we are talking about travels. As I said, we use s when we talk about he, she, or it. Next, sentence E. If they release a new mobile phone, I buy it with my savings. We have something which is likely to happen. So if they release, as it is, because the word they is not singular, so we use the verb in its infinitive form. I buy it or I will buy it with my savings. Of course, we use will if we are talking about something that's going to, or sorry, it's likely to happen, or it is possible to happen in the future. Sentence F. If I not find the books I need, I use the internet. Not, so I have to use negative. It means if I don't or if I doesn't, who can tell me which is better, which is correct? I don't find or I doesn't find? Of course, I don't find. If I don't find the books I need, if we have, of course, the present simple in the beginning, we should use will, and infinitive form. So I will use the internet. Sentence G. I not be happy if my friend my emails before I did. Not, again, we need a negative form. If I am not, or sorry, here we are not beginning with if in the middle, so I use will or want in the beginning. I won't be happy if my friend reads. My friend is a person. If my friend reads my emails before I did. The second exercise, also we have to complete the sentences with the correct form of the verbs. Here we have many verbs: become, block, burst, fall, flood, go, stop, think, and wait. Use these words and make meaningful sentences. For example, we have here an example. If it doesn't stop raining, the water will flood our house. The water will flood our house. Take your time, think about the answers. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, the first one here, if our house floods, we and stay with friends. What will happen if our house floods? Of course, we will go. We will go and stay with friends. Sentence B. Use one of the verbs above and complete the sentence. If the wind doesn't stop blowing, trees, what will happen to trees? Trees will, excellent, fall down. Trees will fall down. If the wind doesn't stop blowing, trees will fall down. Sentence C. If that tree falls down, what will happen to the main road, or what will it cause to the main road? Of course, it will block the main road. If a tree falls down in the middle of the street or in the middle of the road, it blocks it. So it will block. Sentence D. What will happen if the main road is obstructed or blocked? Of course, we will become, excellent, we will become isolated, or we will be isolated from the other world. Sentence E. If we still have electricity, we, for the weather report, of course, we will wait, or we will have to wait for the weather report. If we still have electricity, we will wait for the weather report. If the weather report is positive, we will stop worrying. Of course, we will stop worrying. So we used the above words to complete the sentences. Now it's time to answer the next exercise, page 55. In page 55, exercise 5, we have to complete the conversations with the correct forms of the verbs. We have verbs in brackets. You have to correct them. This is if conditional clauses. You have to, or if conditional sentences. You have to be careful about, is it zero conditional or first conditional or the second one. Look at the exercise. Take your time. I'll be back in a minute. It's time to answer the first one here. If it go on raining, our house will flood. What is the correct form of go? In this case, we are talking about will flood, so we have to use present simple in the beginning. Okay, is it if it, I'm talking about the pronoun it. It go, it goes, it will go, or it went, for example. What is the present form with it? Excellent. Goes on. It goes. We added es. Okay. Our house wouldn't flood. Would not flood. Oh, be careful. We are using would. Using would, of course, means we have to use the past simple. The past simple of the word rain. Who can tell me the past form of rain? What should we add to this word? Excellent. We add ed. It rained. It rained. Our house wouldn't flood if it rained every day for a week. Sentence, the first sentence in B, if it's sunny tomorrow, it means the present simple. I not go to work, I take the day off. There is a possibility, there is something which is likely to happen. So we have to use will. We have to use will. Will not go or won't go, and will take the day off. B, if your boss find out, you will lose your job. Of course, the boss is a person, so the boss finds out. If you, we already answered something like that, but this is in the past simple. As I told you, when we use past simple with if, we use were all the time. We don't use was. Okay, if you were in my situation, if I were you, if I were in your shoes, and so on. If I were you, I, here is past simple, you have to use would to would go to work as usual. If I were you, I would go to work. Will you take the job if they offer it to you? Still present simple, because we have will in the beginning. If they offer it to me, I have to take it. I need the money. If they offer, I will have. Present simple and will in the second part. Okay. Exercise number 6, we have the difference now between the two adjectives, strong or heavy. We mentioned that before, we studied that before. Time to practice this exercise about strong or heavy. Take your time, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, the first one, it's difficult for me to wake up in the morning because I am a very sleeper. Strong sleeper or heavy sleeper? Who can tell me? Yes, exactly, heavy sleeper. I cannot be a strong sleeper. I sleep heavily, so I am a heavy sleeper. B, I can't lift that box. I am not enough if you can't do something because you are not strong enough. Yes, you are not strong enough. You cannot lift heavy weights or heavy weights because you are not strong. There is always traffic on the motorways, especially at rush hour. So there is always what? Strong traffic or heavy traffic. Excellent. We are talking about heavy traffic. I like black coffee. Black coffee, of course, is heavy or strong. Excellent. Strong black coffee. So it's very strong. I can say strong coffee or strong black coffee. You can also say strong test. Sorry, I can't hear you. My signal is not very. If we talk about the signal of mobile phone, the signal of the satellite, the signal of mobile connection, and so on, you are talking about strong signal. The signal is not very strong. In the end of our lesson, we have to make sure that you understand the lesson. So let's answer this exercise. Now take your time, choose the best answer. If I money, I would buy some electrical appliances. Be careful. Look at the second part. You can see I would buy. If you have this word, I would, it means you have to use the past simple in the beginning. Which one is past? Have, will have, had, or had to? If it rained heavily, if it rained, this is ed, it's past simple. So in the next part, we have to use will or would. Excellent. Be careful. If you have ed, we have to use would. So in the first sentence, if I had money, and in the second sentence, we would stay at home. If you hard, you will. Here is will, okay? Take your time, answer for the correct, think about the correct answer. If she gets, here's present simple. If George engineering, he would. Here we have the word would. If the weather fine tomorrow, we will go. We will go. Huh? Have you found out the answers? Okay, now if you hard, you will get a prize. Of course, if you work hard. If you work hard. If she gets up early, she gets present simple. Of course, won't miss the bus. We have to use this one. If she gets up early, she won't miss the bus. If George engineering, he would specialize in architecture. Here is would, so you have to use ed here, studied. Okay, if George studied. If the weather fine tomorrow, of course I can never say was tomorrow. If the weather is fine tomorrow, we will go to the beach. We will go to the beach. The last exercise, again about heavy and strong. I am sleeper. We already answered this one. You are a strong sleeper or you are a heavy sleeper. Excellent. I am a heavy sleeper. I sleep heavily. I am a heavy sleeper. Traffic, when we talk about traffic, we use excellent, heavy traffic. We use what? Heavy traffic. When we talk about coffee, we can never say heavy coffee. We say strong coffee or strong smell. We say strong smell. The last word or the last sentence, sorry, I can't hear you because the signal is not. Who can tell me? Excellent, because the signal is not strong here. Okay, thank you very much for your time. I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you inshallah in other videos. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.